Good evening, Australia. Welcome to the platform. I'm Michael Kazilny. An exciting show coming up. Angry Dad, more than 1 million Facebook followers, and his sons will be on the couch. Somewhere in the building, we've got Rosie Faraci and Warwick Kappa. They'll be on the couch. Ellie Fowler, super detainer, and Kiyomi, musical sensation, all coming up on the platform. What an exciting show. But let's have a look what Angry Dad and his sons have been up to in recent months.
Hey guys, me and Dad have got a meeting in the city at 4 o'clock, so I decided to just make a little sign for the back of the Jeep, which I know that he's going to appreciate. So here's the sign that I've got to attach to the back of his car, so when he gets home from work, chuck it on, get in the car, let's see how many people toot toot, mother. That's mate.
Well, I suppose I can cut him off as well, have I?
You're driving like a dickhead.
Seriously? Now he's waving to me. He's a lunatic. What do you mean, you idiot? Seriously? You're dead. He was 3 kilometres behind me. Flashing his lights, a moron. Hang on a second! Oh, it's just gone orange! Oh, you are a dead set Mitchell. You are a dead set moron. Seriously.
Thank you, gentlemen, for coming on. Social superstars Angry Dad and his 2 barbarian sons, Dylan and Mitchell.
Thanks
for coming on.
Right. Pleasure.
How did this journey start?
It's a while back now. We sort of just used to flick a few Snapchats around here and there with the hashtag Angry Dad, and then, I don't know, things sort of just grew legs. And
what a beautiful way, Mark,
yeah,
you know, to spend time with the boys, because we were saying before, there's so many dysfunctional families, there's so much depression, but you guys are just laughing all the time, and you're making other Aussies laugh.
2 out of 3 are.
Well, it depends what side of the camera you're on, I suppose.
And how did you get roped into it, Mark?
I suppose I'm a sucker, pretty much. I mean, I didn't have a
You got a
choice.
confession to make?
I didn't have a choice, did I? I mean, it's just so nice now they don't live at home. So I don't have to put up with it every day. Prior to that, every day it was like I'm walking on eggshells, looking over my shoulder, wondering where's a camera hidden, or where are these 2 clowns going to pop up?
Now, you grew up in country Victoria, Hamilton, and also a very successful football career. Played for Collingwood.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if successful is the right word, but look, you know, I suppose I look at it and no regrets. Lots of disappointment. I only played 7 senior games, but there's 7 years through the 19s, reserve seniors.
How many
met a
goals
lot of
did you
good
kick?
friends. He's not talking to you, he's talking to me. And yeah, it was a great time. Met a lot of good people, and the clubs, you know, like if you're going to be involved with a footy club, Collingwood's a club to be involved with. So, yeah, again, fond memories.
Of course. So, Dylan, once you left school and you stopped hanging shit on classmates, you thought start hanging shit on Dad?
Pretty much.
Is that how it started?
Yeah, I was a little bit after that. I ended up going over to Adelaide, doing a little bit of footy as well, come back, and then it was something we've sort of always done. It was something we'd never really put on camera or anything. We did, but there was no such thing as social media earlier on. So we used to always do it, and then I don't know, something just sort of happened. Someone messaged Mitchell one day saying that he should make a Facebook page, because if you're on private, other people can't see it. And then, yeah, what was in 3 weeks?
No, because we used to do Snapchats, and then I remember one day he fell asleep in the car when we were waiting for my sister to finish cheerleading. And I remember, like, he was just, like, kind of nodding off, so I just literally just went, rah. And then it scared the shit out of him. So I uploaded it, and then I used to get, like, I don't know, like 30 likes. Then I put that up of Dad, and it had like 150, and I remember thinking, whoa, like that's heaps. So then I was like, I'm gonna try another one tomorrow. So then I tried like another 2. And then it went from like 150 to 300, then 300 to 450. Then I had people like trying to tag their friends, messaging me like, can you put it on public so I can tag my friends? So I was like, what the hell? This is obviously like a bit much. And then I ended up making the page, and then yeah, it just like went from there.
Amazing, and I think 40 million YouTube views And more than 1 million Facebook likes.
It's at 1.2 million likes. I think we've had over 100 odd million views now on Facebook, which is, yeah.
And are they people from all over the place? All over
Australia, pretty much.
world?
It's predominantly Australia.
90% of our audience is Australian.
But we have got that other sort of 300,000 does spread quite evenly across most of the world, yeah.
And Mark, what sort of messages do you get every day?
It's
are
a
you
whole
into
range.
this social media stuff?
Yeah, look, it's a whole range, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that keeps me sort of half sane and allows me to sort of feel that, you know, I shouldn't actually probably stab him and get rid of him is I get people that actually message me saying, I've had a really shit day, I've got a really shit life. Only yesterday someone messaged me and said, I'm getting bullied at school, what should I do? Because I'm really sad, I don't want to go to school. And I come home and watch your videos and it makes me really laugh and be happy. And, you know, like that's one example. People have messaged me and said, you know, I'm sort of on the edge, I feel like I shouldn't be here, I want to commit suicide. And I've actually ended up talking to people. So, you know, I'm not a qualified counsellor by any stretch of the imagination, but people have felt compelled to message me and talk to me about some of their issues and all that. So as much as, you know, it annoys the crap out of me, like, I feel like I've helped a couple of people, which makes you feel good.
Definitely, because you're a really nice bloke. You know,
Good
you're
looking,
the
of
sort
course.
bloke
Yeah, nice
look
bloke,
up
yeah.
to. There's no ego there. You know, you're like another Paul Hogan or another Crocodile Dundee. Nice bloke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just don't get him
You
up
know,
to
there's no
15
ego
beers.
there at all. It's beautiful to have people with no egos. You know, just says it the way it is. Let's have a look at the journey.
As Dad lost the randomiser, we've got the boys here from Addicted to Ink, Mr. Tarantula and Josh. And yeah, Dad's about to get the dancer tattoo, so... Dad, that one.
Hang on, Mitchell. The randomiser. Unattacked. It's
Alright, so we've just cut out the stencil, but there's going to be a slight change up. That's not what's going to be going on his ass. Normally there's a hole cut out in those tables when he's
Mitchell,
on.
shut up. At least I'm paying his debts. I don't even need to shave that.
That's like a baby's ass.
It's weird, isn't it? Mitchell, you don't get it upside the arsehole.
Sick.
I'm not joking. Oh! Mitchell, that fucking hurt.
So do it, too.
Hey. Do you want me to get a photo for you? Are you kidding, aren't you? You better not be serious. Give us a look, Dylan. Now, you idiot. You Mitchell, it's not crown that doesn't come off. You're an idiot.
You'll be a hit down the pub.
Gee, you guys have a lot of fun. And you're quite right, Mark. It's such a busy society, isn't it? Wherever you go, Dylan, people say, you're busy, mate, you're busy, you're busy.
Yeah.
It's too much bloody bullshit busyness, isn't it?
Oh, it's stress, mate.
And
Everyone's
you
under
know,
stress and
growing
pressure.
up in the country, everyone is a bit more sort of down to earth and a bit nice, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. Just a touch more relaxed. I mean, it took me 2 hours to get in the city tonight, so my sort of blood was boiling too. I sort of almost got anxiety trying to find a park and get in here, so I can relate to that.
Doing all this on-air stuff, has all your confidence really gone up, you know?
Well, I was always, I love being more behind the camera. I used to do media in school, so I loved all that stuff. That's where I kind of like all the editing and stuff like that. I always do, like I love doing it. But I remember our first ever live interview with Sunrise, shit myself. And I was just standing out on the lawn, and I remember because it's live too, I was like just panicking. And I remember thinking like I really want to get better at that. So that's why I liked, like, you know, the more we did, the more like stuff on air with Kyle and Jackie and stuff like that, the better I slowly got. A few bourbons in the green room helped as well.
The app Banter, tell us about that.
Okay, so the app, like we always come up with like, we always wanted to do something. I mean, like this social stuff doesn't last forever. So we always wanted a plan and how to, you know, use our audience and, you know, obviously put it to something good that can last forever, hopefully, you know what I mean? So we came up with the idea, me and Dylan, of doing an app called Banter. We thought, you know, group chat is everywhere, everyone uses it, but there's no actual platform for just group chat. So everyone uses it between Messenger, WhatsApp, iMessage, and it flirts between the three of them. So I thought, well, I'm going to try bring the best of all functions from all apps, and we'll put them into an app. So we came up with this banter group messaging app, and so it was like a minimum of 3. You start a group chat. You can create events with your friends, create polls with your friends, so work out where you're going for dinner, list all that sort of stuff. Randomizer, as Dylan touched on, who's paying for things. You've got like a rotating admin, so best on in your group chat every 7 days. It logs your group statistics, so your events attended, your likes on your comments in your group chat, everything like that. Best on for the week becomes admin. So that rotating admin, you're competing against your friends for the #1 spot. And admin, what you get is
amazing.
You can ban your users in your group so they can read everything, but they can't comment. You can change their nicknames, you can change their group photos. So it's pretty much like between your group friends, keeping everyone accountable and everyone's fighting for that #1 spot every week to be able to stuff with all your mates.
Midge, congratulations, bro. You're amazing. You're not only nice blokes, but it's a great thing you're doing. You're cheering people up because we're in a society that's getting more depressed. People are upset. People are getting angry. So well done. We'll have you on again very, very shortly. But have a great time doing pranks on Dad. And,
Don't encourage it. Don't encourage it.
And we'll be back very shortly with the great man Warwick Kappa, who's hiding in the building somewhere. We'll be back shortly. Don't go away. Warwick Kappa, everybody, the superstar.
How are you?
I love you,
Warwick's
bro.
in the house.
A lot of blokes don't look after themselves. You do. Just in a nutshell, tell me about self-care for blokes.
Well, I've been training for 40 years, and it's good to train at least for 3 or 4 days a week. Try and eat well, and 55 in 3 months. Thanks to Eugene down at Port Melbourne and St Kilda. Go down and see him, mate. Get a touch-up, toothpaste.
Everything.
Yeah, get a bit of peel.
And you've had
Want to look after yourself.
You've had a bit of fun. You've had a lot of success over the last few months. You've done lots of ads. Let's have a look at a reminder that even after a football superstar, life becomes even more exciting.
Well, welcome to another episode of Warwick's World. Of course, last week he went national in Women's Day, and this week a new adventure.
Mate, what's the plan? Warwick Kappa here, heading off the platform. Got to memorise 20 commercials because I'm a professional. Should only take 95 to 2.5 hours. There's no cheat sheet, so lucky I'm a professional like Nando's. That's neighbours watch us. What about the rumour that when you did the Quick Beds commercials, which we all saw in Australia, only a few lines in there, it took 2 days to shoot? Yeah, that's a good thing to say, try and bag me, but yeah, it took about a day and a half and 1,000 people there, but Cap nailed it in about 144 takes. Fantastic, and one of the best commercials of all time.
As Australia's most famous human headline and a dead set AFL legend, I never know where I might be. Which is why I book my hotel rooms through quickbeds.com. They're cheap and easy and got thousands of rooms at great rates. Any messages?
Name, sir?
Kappa. Warwick Kappa? Quickbeds.com. Famous for being cheap and easy, just like me.
And then I'm going to do it again. All my fans, there's 20 WizVids going out, probably nationally around the world, to all my adoring fans. So, this is Warwick Kappa for myself. A $240,000 Mercedes, trappings of fame. Just getting out of queue, far queue, just next to the left queue, in the $6.4 million house. Thank you, and good evening.
Yes, always getting things wrong and always loving a sing-along. So we arrived at the studios in St Kilda filming an ad for Maxi Bond's ice creams, and of course this is when Warwick goes into the I've been doing this 30 years mate, I've been on Neighbours, I know exactly what to do. Shut up Togsy, I know what I'm doing, and this is what usually happens.
It's Chief of the Bond Force, Warwick Kappa here. Just wanted to wish you a cool birthday from the Wiz himself.
Okay, hey there.
Hey there, Jono.
Hey John,
It's Chief of the Bond Force. Hey there, Jono. It's Chief of the Bond Force. Hey there, Jono. How's it going again? Hey there, Jono. It's Chief of the Bond Force, Warwick Kappa.
Hey there, Jono. As Chief of the Bond Course here, Warwick Kappa.
Warwick Kappa's here for the platform. Just had a lovely morning with Peter's Ice Cream, where I shot 25 WizBit ads. But you can book me on Wiz39 Kappa Gmail and get one for your best friend, weddings or bar mitzvahs. Come over and get a bit of Botox at the beautiful Eugene. Rouse Street. Just had a little sandwich, had a cappuccino. Brendan and my old mate Ricky Tricky Nixon, where we do some beautiful footy shows together. We actually book a show for Ricky, and we do
Are you going to let Ricky
practice
talk?
match. I play full forward, he plays back pocket.
Coming.
And then we do a footy show for a package. Over to you, Richard. What are you going to do, mate?
I'll need a double cappuccino after that, I think.
That's why, Richard, I love you like a brother, but I'm from Tasmania.
Yeah, well, you are my brother then.
You have to go to sport. So Ricky hasn't got his makeup on, as you can see. He's a bit red at the face, but I've been made up. And we are the biological twins.
All right, let's check out your interviewing skills, Wiz. You got a question for Ricky?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
And what's been your greatest achievement besides meeting me, son?
My greatest achievement would have been creating Club 10, which had, of course, all the biggest names in the game at the time, which you were a little bit after that, Warwick, but
It's fantastic.
Dunstall, Lockett, Ablett, the list goes on. Even players like Gavin Wanganeen were in it.
And Rewald, wasn't it?
No, Rewald was a bit later on, but James Hurd, Matthew Lloyd, Mondro was in it, Jakovic.
All the legends.
All the legends. Bossy, Gary Lyon.
Modra was a poor man's Warwick Kappa.
Yeah.
He kicked 100 after me, but he was a good player, wasn't he?
But my best mate growing up, Greg Williams, who won a couple of Brownlow medals, absolute superstar.
I played with Diesel.
Yeah. I mean, you'll never see a group of players like that ever again, and you'll never see 4 champion goal kickers like that again, which usually fit into that category, but Lockett, Dunstall, Carey, Ablett, great key forwards that were characters too.
Top 100 club. How's Melissa going? She good?
Liz as well, yes.
When did you get married?
It's good to have a good boss around the stable.
She's no father, but she's not about to ride around the house. I gave him that line. Warwick Kappa's got more lines than Vietnamese fishing boat. Like that one? I was in Dad's bags when you in Baghdad. This is Warwick Kappa at Ricky Nixon for the platform, coming to you live to a venue near you.
Toot.
So it was about this time he got a call saying he was in the Women's Day again, but not at the front this time, a few pages from the back. And there is the big fella dominating on the pages just before his treatment with Dr. Eugene Green. But of course, he's got to show it off.
Your beauty. Oh, really? Okay. And last week, Gold Coast. Nice. All right, we'll have you looking beautiful today. All right, Warwick, so we're here for the review, 2 weeks after the anti-wrinkle injections. What are your thoughts?
Feeling quite good, Eugene. I think I've rubbed off about 6 years, but I've only rubbed about 10.
Oh, okay.
You've done a good job, so I think maybe a bit of laser today.
Okay.
And maybe there's a couple more lines in must go.
Okay,
some more
sure.
perhaps. What do you think?
Just lift your eyebrows up.
Feels good, eh? Feels
Looks
no,
natural.
it's
It's a nice result, very natural. There's a couple of lines there too, but that's very natural, and it's good for a bloke to have a little bit of lines.
55 cents, they're not bad.
Yeah,
55
all right.
in June.
No, that's good. Well, we've knocked a good 5 years off, so that's pretty good. Have a look, yeah.
Warwick Kappa loves the mirror. Doesn't he just? Straight out of Maxi Bonds this morning. I did a commercial today for Peter's Ice Cream, so they're happy.
Oh, okay.
New sponsor of ours, so Maxi Bonds and drumsticks, number 1 ice creams in Australia.
Okay.
Just like you, number 1 facials. That looks pretty good,
No,
doesn't it?
so we're going to pop a little bit more anti-wrinkle injections across here, and I think we're pretty good. Absolutely.
That looks good. Yeah, thanks, mate.
Yeah, so a quick facial and some treatments before the real action begins. Warwick Kappa in the chair once again.
Wrapping really well. Yeah. Some of them do get a little bit more tempo. Really good. So we're up to the bit that you don't like.
What's that, the payment?
The payment.
Oh, forget that, mate. It's your lucky day, Eugene, because today you're going to get a signed copy of the Woman's Day with the beautiful but now younger Wizard Kappa. You give me a pen? That's going straight over the wall, mate.
Oh, wow.
And then it's happy.
Feel very good.
Happy days. I'm going to sign that right now.
No worries.
Warwick Kappa. And there you are, mate.
Awesome.
Give that a kiss. You give that a kiss, Eugene. Why wouldn't you? This is Warwick Kappa and Eugene, the best-faced man in the business for the platform.
Bro, you never cease to amaze me. Maxi bombs, I love those.
It's been great. I was the face of Peter's Ice Cream, so I've got free ice creams the next 10 years, so I'll give you half. I wasn't a bad earner, so I cleaned up with Maxi Bonds and drumsticks. Got my teeth done again, thanks to David. Dandenong, Stud Road, go and see him. Porcelain veneers. You're in for half price, mate.
Very shiny, bro.
Good to look after yourself. be confident, and have a great show like the platform.
Can you tell guys, because it's okay that they look after themselves and that they can get their waxing done or they can get their monobrow done?
Eugene said it's starting to turn around now. Now it's 20% men, 80% women.
Yeah.
And it used to be 5%.
Yeah.
So they're starting to look after themselves and not have a greasy face, have acne, look after their faces, and they finally realise they can get more chops if they look after their face.
Thank you very much for coming on. God bless you. And viewers, always a very funny segment. Warwick Capper, and coming up very shortly, the multi-talented and very exciting Ellie Fowler. Back shortly. And thank you very much for watching The Platform. I'm Michael Kazilny. I'm really looking forward to interviewing the multi-talented Ellie Fowler. But can you remember 1981? Well, that's when she started her amazing journey on Sons and Daughters. Let's have a look at those days in the 80s.
Understand that, Mother. Not doing that to Daddy. You must have known how much it had hurt him. Oh, please. Angie!
What's going on?
I'll tell you later. Where's David?
Oh, he's in the shower. He'll be out in a minute.
Good. I want to see him before I leave for Sydney. I'm going to see Daddy to apologise for being dumb enough to believe Mother about the breakup.
Why don't you come around and sort it out with her before you go? She's a bit of a mess.
Oh, she's obviously done a good job of convincing you.
I can see she is.
I told you what she did last night. She's been conning us all along. She set the whole thing up.
Thank you, darling, for coming on the platform, Ellie. Our energy's really connected now.
Well, thank you very
It's
much
important
for having
to
me,
connect
especially
energy.
after that footage.
I know. 1981, well, I was thinking...
Yes, it was a long time ago. Is that what you were thinking?
No, it wasn't that long ago. I finished high school in 1982, so...
Oh,
but
look at you with your high school references.
Isn't that funny, though, Ellie? Because I've seen you over the last few weeks and, stalking you. It all sort of happened in that short period. I saw you down St Kilda, saw you down...
So you're
Ackland
that spooky
Street.
guy.
I saw you at Patricia Ilhan's party that you were performing, but I couldn't get through to say you did a great job because too many people.
Fair enough.
And
So
then remember 2 weeks later?
You set up this ruse. You set up this pretend television show and you got someone to book me to come on and the whole thing's a fake and you're just like spooky guy.
But then there was the other event when you played at Jeff Bentley's place.
Oh yeah, I like a bit of an event.
So that's amazing. So how did it all start from Sons and Daughters, which I was a big fan.
Yeah, right.
And then all of a sudden...
I'm getting that.
The Shantuzis and...
No, so Sons and Daughters. I always sang. But I didn't do singing professionally. Multi-talented, I think that was in my introduction. So I did Sons and Daughters, and then I moved on to another show called, what was that called? Possession, where I played the Honourable Nikki Shannon or something like that. I had to say things like, "Oh, do you go riding?" I was like that, very English and posh. And then I moved down to Melbourne for a while to do Neighbours, and then when I was in Melbourne, I met Toddy Goldsmith and the gorgeous Eve von Bibra and Angelica Labazetta, and we formed the Shantuzis. So I decided to take a little break from acting for a while and pursue the whole singing thing. And it took off, and I think we were together for about 7 years.
Yeah, what years was that?
I think it was about 1986 that our first single, Witch Queen, came out. And then we went through to about 92, 93, somewhere.
Yeah, I remember.
Gets a bit hazy. You know, rock and roll.
You guys were
the
main act sort of at some of the places, I think even the Palace and St Kilda and all those sort of places. And I used to DJ there up in that little pink balcony. And I used to see you guys quite often, and they always had some crap band before you.
Yeah, no, we toured all around Australia.
And you guys really know how to get people dancing, entertain people.
That's right. We're a lot of
fun. Did you ever get
fun.
pissed on stage?
Not many times, because it's actually not a great feeling.
No.
I don't know. Maybe if you're an alcoholic, maybe it's fun. But for me, it's a bit too out of control. But there have been a couple of times where maybe, you know, it got away from me.
You guys had so much fun. Let's have a look at the Shantuzis. Wow, Ellie, people love your music. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being such an amazing talent for Australia.
Oh, God bless you.
God bless you, darling, because it's true. I mean, I was looking around the other day.
It's a lot of fun.
I was thinking the other day, you know, they don't build churches anymore and they don't have great bands anymore. Things are sort of fading out.
Wow. We're like a faith.
Well, you are like a faith because we're in such a stressed out, you know, crazy, selfish society, and then you guys cheered everybody up.
It is a lovely thing when you see people come along to your gigs. I mean, we have current music as well that, you know, we've released a single a few years ago, and we've may have a new single coming out soon, but I can't talk about
that. Tell me more. Okay, soon.
People come along and they do say, oh, God, I remember when I was back at school, or I was, you know...
Of course.
You know, that thing, I was pashing a boy on the beanbag after school, and, you know, I just loved it. And
they would look at you, though.
So many memories.
They'd look at you. No, it can't be you. You look too young, they say, you know. You still look bloody...
You cheeky minx.
So, tell me about the greatest venue or the most and the worst venue when you performed on stage.
Oh God, no, well we've performed in some very strange... Well, see, I'm also an actor, so I've performed in some very funny places.
That's my next question. Don't jump up.
All right. I'm just trying to think.
Company.
Well, probably, I think there was a gig we did in Kings Park in Perth, and it was to about 60,000 people. There were other people on the bill, by the way. It wasn't just us. But that was pretty amazing. Some beautiful venues like the Palais here in Melbourne and the Enmore Theatre and all the big, you know, entertainment centres and tennis centres and all those things.
Who made the decision after that 7-year journey of success to say, we're going to finish?
I think Eve had just got married and maybe she felt like the travel was too much and, you know what, I can't really remember. I think I was...
Was it a sad moment?
I think I was in Spain or something.
Wow. And then how long have you been doing these special performances again? Did that sort of kick off again?
No, well, I was living in Sydney for a long time, for about 17, 18 years, and I moved back down to Melbourne just because I felt like I needed a bit of a change, needed to mix things up a little.
Welcome
so
back.
I came down to Melbourne, and the girls were doing the odd sort of corporate gig, the two of them, Eve and Totty, and they said, well, now you're here, should we go and see our old booking agent? And then we went, and he went, yeah, sure, come on, let's get the band back together. So we were very Blues Brothers.
So is it every couple of weekends now?
Oh, I'm off to Albury tomorrow.
Amazing.
For a couple of gigs and...
Fun and
I'm
games.
all over the place, my friend.
You superstar, the production company, the theatre. I love the theatre.
Oh, yes.
Now, that's in Flinders Lane. I went to radio school there in 82.
Right.
I love Flinders Lane. It's got all the restaurants now.
Yes, so it's... Well, our theatre company is called the Kin Collective. We just, last year we did a fantastic Tim Winton play called Shrine.
Gorgeous.
And we tend to use, I mean, that's not our space, a lot of other people use it as well, but we tend to like 45 downstairs, which is in Flinders Lane in the city.
Yeah.
And in September we have another play coming up, a play called Lottie in the Late Afternoon with Michaela Bannis and... the gorgeous Laura Maitland and my good self and Link Hasler, and it's going to be directed by Marg Downey, who's part of our company. And it will be again at 45 downstairs.
God bless you, darling. Thank you so much for coming.
No, thank you.
You're a beautiful soul, and viewers, your beautiful viewers. We'll be back very shortly with Melbourne's social queen, Rosie Faraci. Don't go away. Rosie Faraci, Australia's social queen. This is one of my favourite segments.
Well, I hope it is.
Because I'm a bit of a hermit, you know, I don't get out much like I did when I was 18, but through you, I live through you, and so do our viewers.
Well, I've had a really busy week. I had a bit of a pamper week. I had the global keratin hair treatment, which takes all the fuzz out, so if you go to Bali or anywhere that it's muggy, it stays anti-fuzz. I've curled it tonight though, but otherwise it's straight with this treatment. And I also had the vampire facial, which the Kardashians have all had. And what they do is actually extract the blood out of you, separate the plasma, inject it in your face, and it wasn't painful at all.
Vampire
so I
feather?
highly recommend it. It stimulates your own collagen, gives you back the natural glow.
Have a look about all the exciting things you've been up to in the last week.
So today I'm getting, what treatment is it, Ivanka? This one is global keratin. Global keratin treatment. So basically my hair's naturally curly, and in muggy weather like Bali, it tends to get really fuzzy. And with this treatment, it leaves your hair very healthy, soft, takes half the time to dry off. And if I let it dry naturally, there's no fuzz. Normally I look like Diana Ross, so here we go. Here starts the process. Wow, that looks beautiful.
Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
I'm Rosanna Fracci. I'm here with the Altman brothers. Great to have you back in Australia, boys. Now, you've had a really successful show, $1 Million Listing. You sell houses to all the celebrities. Which celebrity is the nicest that you've sold a home to?
We treat everybody the same. I don't care if they're a celebrity. I don't care if they're a billionaire or if they got $100 in their pocket. It doesn't matter. So for us, it's really about the deals and the negotiation that goes into the deals that we enjoy more than other deals. The Kardashians and you know, Kim and Kanye, that sale that we just did, that was a record sale. I can tell you Kim is one of the hardest working individuals in entertainment I've ever met.
And let's say you quit when you were 30 years old. You're living the Vida Loca. Is there anything we can look forward to that you're doing now?
Well, it was a very long career, 12 years, and I didn't quit. I sort of moved on from it, and I decided to travel for a year. So I went and traveled Europe and the Middle East and Asia for a whole year. I've fallen in love. I am, I fall in love. That's crazy. Never thought I would actually say that, but yes, I did. And I am working on a new show. Yes.
Tell me a little bit.
No.
¿Qué pasa, chico? Por favor.
No se puede.
Oh.
It really is true that opposites do attract. Because you got Luis, the guy is so happy. He doesn't care about money. I'm miserable, but I love money.
Well, I think passions is something that it's ever evolving. I think that sometimes we think that because we work for something or in something for so long, we should always stick to that. I think we're allowed to change our minds as much as possible. And I think that we can be good at many things, but we can only be great at the things we're passionate about. So as long as we're curious and we're always trying to find something that we're truly passionate about, we will be great at it.
Now tell me, what's the worst advice someone's given you?
Matt, what'd you tell me this morning? Just kidding.
Gee, they're amazing gentlemen, aren't they?
Absolutely incredible. And listening to their story and how they've lost it all and then working hard. And they said, normally people say, ready, aim, fire. But they said in life, you need to go ready, fire, then aim, because otherwise you may lose the opportunity. So, yeah, it was a real eye-opener. And I think when you see successful people, it's always great to get their tips because they've made it and they've been at the bottom and they've got back up there.
Now, just finishing off, Rosie, Ed Sheeran, you went there with your daughter. Great concert.
Incredible. Like, she's never been to a concert, and to see her face light up was priceless. And we sang along to all the songs, and I can't sing, but it was loud, so it was fine. Apart from the guy that spilt beer all over her, it was a really, really fun concert. Well, I think Rosie, I've got video footage, actually.
Thank you very much for entertaining Australia and, you know, having so much fun out there.
Pleasure.
Thanks very much, and we'll see you next week.
It's always a pleasure.
Viewers, thank you very much for your pleasure of your company. Love and best wishes. We've got a singing sensation coming up very shortly from The Voice. Her name is Kayomi. Coming up shortly.
You could be an angel, you could be a wizard, you could be a gangster, be whatever you want. Dancing with the ponies, wishing for your own, counting down the birthdays till you're fully grown. Then you realize the world wasn't made for dreamers. Hit me in the face with that bitter taste, drowning in the wine for the daily grinders. Not as fun, I have to say. When we grow up, how far will we be from all our dreaming? Look into the sky for falling angels, crashing from sugar dreams. Sugar dreams. You could be a ninja, Mom and Daddy said. Be anything you dream to when you go to bed. Could I touch your rainbow, go back to childhood, have a spoon of sugar like a bitter angel should. 'cause I realized the world wasn't made for dreamers. Hit me in the face with that bitter taste, drowning in the wine for the daily grinders. Not as fun, I have to say. When we grow up, how far will we be from all our dreaming? Look into the sky for falling angels, crashing from sugar dreams. Sugar dreams lying straight to my bloodstream, makes my heart beat so fast. Lying straight to my bloodstream, take the dreams that I had. Lying straight to my bloodstream, makes my heart beat so fast. Lying straight to my bloodstream, take the dreams that I had. Now I realize the world wasn't made for dreamers. Hit me in the face with that bitter taste, drowning in the wine for the daily grinders. Not as easy as they say. When we grow up, how far will we be from all our dreaming? Look into the sky for falling angels, crashing from sugar dreams. Sugar dreams.
Peony, what an amazing performance. Thank you very much for coming on the platform. God bless you. Take a seat.
Ooh, it's a nice couch.
Look at you. Now remember, The Voice.
Yeah.
And what a great panel. When was that, 2014?
I think so. It was a good few years ago.
And I remember seeing it and I thought, what a beautiful, authentic energy. And what was it like, the whole journey to be on national television? So you put your application in and I remember you. Tell us the journey.
It's pretty fast actually. It's kind of like someone throwing a basketball at you, being think fast or whatever. But
And so many people apply, and after you apply, when do you get the phone call, or do you get a fax, or?
there was a few stages beforehand. It's a video application at first, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you go in a couple times, and then then it's the blinds.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And who came along?
I had Mum and Dad and my auntie was in the audience, and my boyfriend was there. So.
And what a great panel in 2014. The great man Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
We had, what's his name? Who else?
I hanged out with Joel and Seal a lot. And
Did
we went
ya?
to Japanese and.
Did you?
Yeah, and got Indian with Joel, and yes, that
And
was pretty
where was
cool.
it, in Melbourne or Sydney?
It was in Sydney.
That's amazing. So you walk down the main street and does everybody look? It's Seal.
Yeah, it was like a private dinner with Seal and Joel that time. But one time we went to Indian with Joel, and people were walking by and asking for pictures. It was quite funny.
That is amazing. Because they were in Australia for quite some time. They really fell in love with Australia, didn't they?
Yeah, well, Joel did heaps of seasons, so he always came back. And
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Are you still friends on Facebook?
He's a very busy man.
Of course, everyone's busy.
On
but
socials, his connection, Twitter and stuff.
And your
like
mentor
that,
was?
Joel, Team Joel.
Yeah, was he great to work with?
Yeah, it was really cool, really cool.
And Ricky's got such a beautiful heart too, hasn't he?
Yes, he's a very beautiful man.
You know, isn't that amazing just to meet those superstars and be surrounded by them? Let's have a look what about that journey.
One, two, three, four. Tell me that you love me more. Sleepless, long nights, that is when I use for. Oh, teenage hopes for life at your door. Left you with nothing, but they want some more. You're changing your heart. You know who you are. Sweetheart, bitter heart, now they can't tell you apart.
Come on, baby.
Cozy and cold, put the horse before the cart. Those teenage hopes are tears in their eyes, too scared to own up to one little lie. It's oh so quiet. Shh, shh. It's oh so still. Shh, shh. You're all alone. Shh, shh. And so peaceful until you fall in love. Sing for
That's beautiful, Cami.
That was
I
fun.
love that. That shh. Where did I hear that? That shh.
It's a Björk song.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I've heard it.
Yeah,
I don't know
it was
whether
so
I was
quiet.
sleeping or what, but that's a beautiful song. So multi-talented. How did this journey start?
I could always sing, and then I sang at a couple of things at school, and then I asked my parents for lessons, probably 13, and then started writing when I was 15, 16, and it just kept going from there, and I never stopped.
You're a music sensation. You're so authentic as well. You know how people are always scared of, what other people think and public speaking and singing. Your confidence must have skyrocketed over the last few years.
I don't know if I'm that confident, but yeah, I guess you just gotta put yourself out there and.
Well, I think that's what makes you so special, because you've got this beautiful voice and you've got a beautiful heart, and that's why they loved you so much. Let's have a look at your sensational song.
You could be an angel, you could be a wizard, you could be a gangster, be whatever you want. Dancing with the police, wishing for you counting down the birthdays till you fully grow, and you realize the world wasn't made for dreamers. Hit me in the face with that bitter taste, drowning in the wine for the daily grinders. Not as fun I have to say. When we grow up, we all our dreaming. Look into the sky, hold your sugar dreams.
Sugar Dreams, what a beautiful song.
Cool.
It really takes you on that beautiful mystical journey. Who are your favourite musicians that inspired you over the years?
There's heaps. I'm a huge fan of Feist. I saw her last year in December, and she just exceeded my expectations. She was just perfection. Kimbra, she's really cool. Fall Out Boy I like as well, and yeah, there's heaps of them.
After The Voice, what sort of phone calls did you get?
Like interviews and radio things, and did lots of different shows. Yeah, so that was really cool. A couple of years ago, I did a few of my own shows in Sydney and Melbourne. The Melbourne one was really great. Everyone was standing up and just sitting down, and it was really nice.
Where can we find you?
Well, my World of Kiyomi is all my social tags. Instagram, Facebook and Twitter and everything. And Spotify, I've got a playlist, World of Kiyomi, with all my favourite songs and stuff. And
Kiyomi, thank you so much for coming on the platform.
thanks for having me.
Not only are you a great Australian success, but you're going to be a global success.
Hopefully.
We'll have you on shortly, and viewers, thank you very much for the pleasure of your company. Make sure to see us next week. Have a fantastic week. Love and best wishes. I'm Michael Kazilny. Good night.